Hey everyone, my name is Stacy Coker. This is Instructor Methodology, and this is my life in a nutshell. So I was born on September the 20th, 1984 at 9:30 p.m. at Wilson Memorial Hospital, which is now Wilson Medical Center. My mom was a single mom. We lived with my grandma. Between my grandma and my mom, they took care of me. They raised me. My mom worked night shift to provide for me. And so my grandma basically took care of me during the day and at night. When I was 5 years old, she met my dad. He is my stepdad, but I do call him my dad because I've never met my real dad. That's an interesting fact that most people don't know about. Um, my mom had told my real dad that she was pregnant with me, and he took off, and he's never been in the picture. I'm currently looking for him, still have not found him. I know his name, but that's all I know. My mom and dad ended up going to South Carolina. They got married, and we ended up having they ended up having two more daughters after me. There's a 6 to 7 year age difference between us two. If you look in the bottom left, you will see all three of us together at my sister's wedding. The middle sister is the redhead tall girl, and then the one in the middle is our baby sister. I am the oldest of the three. We have a really strong bond. We love to hang out and get together and do family things. And then on the far right is actually our mom. This was taken 2 years ago on Mother's Day. We all look similar, and we were raised on family oriented and hanging out and doing things as a family. So we try to get together as much as possible so we can hang out and just spend time with each other. My life through the years. So I always love to read. I love to read books. That's one of my favorite things if you don't know that much about me. I love to read a good mystery horror book. That's something I've always loved to do, even back when I was in school. I always loved to lay down at night and read a good book. It's always relaxed my mind and helped me go to sleep. I graduated from North Johnston High School in May of 2002. I attended graduation the other night with Johnson County Emergency Services, and I will say about half of the people there knew me, and my partner was like, "This is crazy. Everybody knows you." I said, "Well, it's a small town school, so everybody knows everybody." I actually met my kindergarten teacher there last Friday night, which was a shocker. My partner was surprised too that she could remember my name. After graduation, I had decided that I wanted to become an RN, and that's where my medical field kind of started. I've always loved to help people. I have always loved to share my knowledge and education with people, what I've learned and what I've seen. And so I signed up for classes at Johnson Community College, and I started taking classes, and about 6 months in, I just dropped out. It was not for me. The college life wasn't for me, so I just put it on hold. Um, my grandma became sick. I decided to move in with her just to help her and spend some time with her. And I ended up going to get my certified nursing assistant one at Johnson Community College while I was working with her, while I was living with her. Sorry. And I ended up working at Advantage Home Care and Hospice. I was there for 2.5 years, and that was the most rewarding job that I've had. Went to people's homes. I got to meet their families. I got to get to know them, and it was a very rewarding job because I was there from the time I took care of them until they took their last breath. And I got to learn a lot about my patients and their families and their community, their memories, and how they were raised. And all the patients that I had, their families took me in like their own. And it was an amazing opportunity. And I was glad that I had that opportunity. While I was working there and living with my grandma, I ended up becoming pregnant in 2006. I had a great pregnancy, couldn't ask for nothing better. Did towards the end start having some preeclampsia, and I ended up having to stay out of work and on bed rest. At that time, the company I was working for ended up shutting down, so I was without a job. You could imagine being a single parent and being pregnant, about to have your child. That is one of the hardest things. Went through a big depression that time, and my daughter was born on November the 29th of 2007. I call her my turkey daughter because she was born right after Thanksgiving, so I call her my turkey baby. My grandma, my mom, and my dad and my sisters, and including my aunts too, were my biggest helpers. They helped with everything I needed for my daughter and for me. If it wasn't for them, we would probably be on the streets. Um, it was a very sad time because I didn't have a job. I had nowhere to go. I was basically on my own. So then I ended up finding